Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits, today joined by
Brett
of Anomyces, still doing the birthday share for the birthday boy, or upcoming birthday boy, aka me, turning 31. We're checking out one of the best beers we had last year. Again.
Yeah, Blend 2.
But Blend 2.
Yeah.
In the top 10 for this year, we had this bad boy, or batch one of this bad boy, aka Jester King's Moderne Dansk. Some may call it Danish bias and patriotism, even though if it's an American brewed brewery or an Americanly brewed beer by an American brewery with a Danish ingredient. Yeah. But these cherries we've hyped them so much. Yeah. I personally think the cherry flavor on this was better than Schabixe. This was a better beer than Schabixe. Schabixe was great, and it was a lambic, and I've always said that lambic has been better than American attempts at it. But that beer topped Schabixe so much. Yeah. It's the first time, I think, one of the first times I've ever had that happen, where it's just like, I drank this over. Like when we reviewed Schabixe, what I was thinking, this is not as good as Jester King Moderne Dansk. That was what I was thinking. Yeah. It was really good, but that was just a similar type of beer.
But as we talked about, Jester King also just the progenitors of 100%. Like lambic-inspired funky beer.
Yes, and it's so I've followed them since the beginning. When they started doing stouts, they had like black metal. And then they
farmhouse stouts.
No, originally it was a regular stout. Yeah. And I reviewed it on the channel dressed as a black metal dude with Jakob the Lord Maltz and all that. Followed them ever since. I checked out as much as I could in the black metal series, or the metal series, like thrash metal, which was a blonde with Brewery, I think, and there was a funk metal, which was a funky version of black metal. And then they did farmhouse black metal. They had something. It's just a rye IPA, and now they've evolved into this, making like these really, really amazing, spontaneously fermented sours. And they're like
the whole Spun series from that came in 2016, I think. And I guess that's kind of not the base, but it kind of.
It plays into the other things.
It explains why they can do a beer like this, at least Blend 1, that, in such a great way.
Yeah. So we're just, as a lot of you guys commented in comments, especially on the review of this bad boy, your year has been off to an amazing start. Mm-hmm. And 2021, beer-wise, it's just we've had a lot of great stuff in the cellar to check out. Also, a really dope thing, and thanks for that, Jester King. They started following me on social media, which is really cool.
Most important of all.
Most important. Yeah. I'd love to get out to the brewery sometime. And
Absolutely.
Like Texas.
In Texas.
I mean, I'm a barbecue fanatic. I cook barbecue all the time myself. I need to go to Texas and eat some Texas.
And they have loads of sheep running around.
No.
they have.
Yeah,
yes, but they have.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have sheep running around.
No, but Jester King have loads of sheep and
you could be
animals running around.
You could be the sheep fanatic.
No, I don't think.
But I'd love to go to Jester King.
At least not the sheep on the grill.
But back to the beer. So this is blend number 2 of Jester King's Moderne Dansk. And Modern Danish is the name if you translate it. This is a barrel-aged farmhouse ale re-fermented with Danish stem-spared cherry juice. The first batch was aged in Frederiksdal cherry wine barrels they got over.
Or barrels that previously contained Frederiksdal
cherry wine. Yeah. And this one is, neutral oak barrels. So quite a different setup. I'm thinking, is it going to be, the same level of just mind-blowingness as that one? I don't know, because does it have the same layer? But then again, this is fresher, so there's going to be more cherry juice because this was bottled in 2020. And then also, I'm really excited about it. Yeah. The first blend we had, was that also your best sour, or one of your best sours?
One of the best from last year, from 2020. Yeah.
But what we just said is pretty much all they had to say on the label as well.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think the second best American wild ale I had last year was, Tobias and I had one from Ale Apothecary called La Tasche. That was, one of the best straight up wild ales I've had in a long time. So, but Moderne Dansk was probably the best.
We've rambled for 5 minutes, so let's go. So,
sorry.
Pours exactly the same color as the batch. Pink head. The first batch. Pink head, but that really deep red, like the maroon red, deep mahogany kind of red color. Just crazy dark red because of these like cherries. Looks astounding. Instead of the aroma.
Oh
wow. It's taking maybe a bit more acidic than the first batch.
Oh man, yeah.
But this insanely deep dark cherry character. Like it's like this really dense compressed dark cherry.
It's almost like dark chocolate in there because
I can see that.
Yeah.
Almost like Moncherie chocolate.
Holy fuck, it is like Moncherie. Like dark chocolate with cherry.
And cinnamon. There's that hint of cinnamon, hint of almond, vanilla spice going on. It's so cool. And the cool thing is like all those flavors are from the fucking cherries.
Yeah.
Also paired with the wood.
Yeah,
but, but I can see to some extent that maybe the original batch had a more depth of like barrel and like dry-ish cherry vibes. Like this is more fruity and bright. Just a little bit.
It is more fresh.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Yeah,
It
and
is
less
more
funky.
fresh. Yeah. But
it's
I'm
also
getting
it has
like an
scent of
earthy, this kind of, from a distance I got this kind of earthy, foresty, like forest
I was just
wood.
about to say, it's a woodsy type of funkiness.
If you walk into a forest where it's just rained.
Yes.
Yes. That's
what
it.
you get.
That's
It's that
absolutely
topsoil kind of like, just like the wet forest floor.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid, but that's kind of what it reminds us of.
Yeah. But I agree, it has like a bit more of like a bright freshness to it.
Just more of an intense cherry, juicy, just like super bright, dark black cherry flavor or aroma compared to the other one. It had a bit more of a dry-esque.
It's just a bit more like like a fresh cherry fruitiness combined with the other things.
This might be one of my favorite Jester King beers, and it's not just Danish hype because we're Danes.
Named after like this Danish designer. What is it? Stool?
Yeah, it's a
chair.
It's a type of chairs. It's called
I'm
Egel.
not sure what it is.
Who designed the Egel? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not into Danish design, but I'm into trying this beer, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah. And also, we bought this in Dyke beer. I don't know if they still have more of it, but let's try it. Cheers. Oh, that cherry is magical.
Yeah.
It is exactly what I imagined batch 1 was like when it was like really fresh.
Yeah.
It's much more intense on cherry fruitiness.
It's like drinking Frederiksdal vintage blended with a farmhouse ale.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like drinking just one of the regular Frederiksdal cherry wines, just a Frederiksdal Kirsebærvin, and then one of the vintages, and then you did like a cuvee, almost. Yeah. I will say also it's a little bit less funky because
I think it's just because of the age.
I think so. I think it's because the cherry juice dominates a bit more over the.
But it has more
the funk.
Again, it's probably it's a matter of preference because it has more depth of fruit character. This one, than the other one. But blend 1 had more
tartness actually.
Yes, it's
more
a bit more.
It's
just a bit more fresh.
Yeah.
But I think it's in a very nice way. It's
definitely
not
very nice
too
way.
tart at all.
And it's just like this big cherry, dark cherry, intense, just like really deep cherry flavor, like tannic and vinous, paired with like hints of cinnamon, hints of vanilla, hints of almond. But I will say these subtle complexities are
foresty funk.
Yes, the topsoily forest floor funk. But I'll say those complexities are a bit more subdued compared to the first one.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of the age, but also the fact that was in a Frederiksdal cherry wine barrel. That also helped amplify some of those things. Possibly. It still tastes phenomenal, but I think I might like this more with a year of age.
Yeah.
Just for the barrel and the funk to stand out a bit more.
Yeah, just develop a bit more.
Yes, because often at times when I really, really enjoy fruited, wild ales and spontaneous fermented, beers, it's when the funk and some of the other complexities gets to shine as well. And right now, it's a boatload of amazing cherry juice flavor, but with a little less complexity in the other departments.
Yeah.
Even though it's a really complex, funky American wild ale still, it's just lacking a bit on those other vibes. And often that's my biggest critique with fruited funky beers. It's like the fruit is really nice and intense, but I could
wild
use I could use a bit more of funk, maybe barrel, maybe just other complexities.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was just so astounded by batch 1 was because it had all that. This is still world class, mixed fermentation sour beer, but I prefer batch 1, and just because of the age, I think I would enjoy this just as much with a year of age on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know how much complexity the 5-step cherry barrel actually gave. I mean, it tastes like this could get the same complexity just with a year of age. But I'm like, in terms of grade, I'm just gonna drop it 1 grade down and give it a 97. I still think this is world class. American wild ale with like.
It is
apparently one of my favorite cherries in the entire world.
Yes, but it's also just one of the best wild ales because it's so balanced.
Yeah, perfectly balanced. It's not too
this
sour.
one is a bit more fresh.
Yeah.
But
a bit more jammy.
But it's just because the fruit character is a bit more front.
Yeah.
But it's still so much in balance. And the dryness, it's like drinking a Canton, but with it reminds me of Canton Creek, but just with a deeper cherry character.
Yes, I completely agree, especially really fresh because it's very similar in terms of like the really intense fruit character and more, a little bit more subtle funk, which is dope that Jester King has gotten to that level.
Absolutely, but as you say, it doesn't have that third layer of funk. It has a lot of berry cherry complexity, and it has actually quite a lot of barrel complexity because the barrel gives off this slightly earthy thing.
Vanilla and
and it has like a earthy, slightly foresty funk to it. But if you gave it a year more, it probably would develop into have this third layer.
And I can totally see what Joe said. Joe, when he tried it, he said like cherry pie type flavors. I totally see it. It's like cherry pie filling.
Crusty kind of thing to it.
Yeah, and also like just like the feeling of a cherry pie because you get almost like the cinnamony, vanilla-y, almondy vibes. It's really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go 97, just 1 grade lower, just because I prefer the complexities you got fresh more.
Yeah.
Maybe 96. 96, 97, it's in that ballpark for me.
Ooh, it's hard because I gave Blend 1 a 97, but I kind of feel like I want to give this one a 97, but
then you could be like Darwin and give this one a 97 and the other one a 97 minus and the other one 97 plus.
Yeah, but this is like between a 96 and a 97.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's really
but I think they still have bottles, but we should probably have saved it for another year.
Yeah, then again, no, because it's fun to try and see how it is.
Yeah,
the cherry
we can buy another bottle and use up all our money. See what it's like in a year. do a throwback Thursday in a year. So
how was this with your?
Yeah,
but it's awesome. that Jester King did this. I love it.
Yeah, it's
a great tribute to Denmark.
Brewery.
They've been here many a time.
And our festivals.
Beer celebration.
Yeah,
and whatnot. But yeah, great stuff. Worth a shot for sure. If you want to drink world class American wild ale.
That's slightly lambic inspired.
Yeah, I mean it says here in the back as well that it's unfiltered, unpasteurized wild beer with mixed culture and native yeast. So it is lambic.
It is in that vein.
So yeah, if you guys had a chance to try Blend 2 of Moderne Dansk, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe to the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're gonna say cheers and delicious. Crazily, I mean the amount of dark cherry flavor in this is nuts.
It is.
So yeah, insane. Cherry juice pretty much.
Cheers.
Funky cherry juice. And cheers to Jester King. And see you guys in another beer review.